Hello, and welcome to my Assistive Technology for Students with ASD presentation. My name is Heidi Miranda, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. So when we talk about assistive technology, there are lots of different reasons why students would use assistive technology in the classroom or outside of the classroom. So for the purposes of this presentation, I'm going to be talking about for communication and language and for academics and cognitive development, and then also for transition and self-help skills. So the first area that I'm going to talk about is communication and language. And so there are some high-tech ways that we can add some assistive technology, but then there are also low-tech ways. So the more high-tech ways are AAC devices and iPad apps, as you can see in these pictures. So basically, you'll either get a device that is made specifically to use for augmentative communication, or you can just download an app onto a device that you already have, like an iPad or a tablet, something like that. And these apps can be used to build sentences, talk about feelings. There are so many ways that these can be used for communication, but they're a good way to teach students to put sentences together and be able to say their wants and needs and sometimes even their feelings. So some low-tech ways, we can talk about PECs and communication boards and visual schedules. This is a picture of a communication board using some PECs. And so basically you print out these pictures and you laminate them and you have Velcro on the back, and the student gets to build sentences using these pictures. They can also, the teacher can also use them to communicate with the student. But a lot of times it just starts off with them just using these pictures just to request their wants and needs. And then from there, they can learn to add in more words so that they're putting full sentences together. Visual schedules, these can be made pretty much in a similar way. You can print out PECs pictures, or you can print out pictures just of the actual item and cut them out and put them on a calendar or a laminated strip, and have the student either be able to take them off as they complete them, or be able to check mark when they are done, or just simply be able to point to it and know what comes next, just depending on what their level of communication might be. So the next area that we're going to talk about is academic and cognition. So some high-tech ways that we can support these students through assistive technology is with mobile devices and specialized apps, speech to text, and text to speech. So you can see a lot of these things here where these students are able to do more of their academic work because they have these apps built into their computer devices or their iPads. And these things can make homework and tasks that they might want to avoid, or tasks that might be harder for them. It can make these a lot more accessible to these students. Some low-tech ways are using graphic organizers. So for writing paragraphs or trying to organize ideas, we can teach students how to use like a web page to organize their ideas, or we can teach them note-taking systems so that they don't have to be so overwhelmed by the amount of information that might be on a page or the amount of information that the teacher is asking them to write. All of those things might be very helpful, and those are low-tech assistive technology. So lastly, I want to talk about transition, including community-based instruction and/or independent living skills. And there are a number of AT devices to help students transition to independent living. But some of these include things like speed readers, speech recognition systems, touch screens, word prediction software, joysticks, trackballs, timers, recorders, and seat cushions. All of these devices can be used as students transition from either at home to their own home, or just out of school and into a more independent lifestyle, whether they're still living with their family or not. These things can just make their lives a whole lot easier and make things more comfortable for them. There are also other health and fitness apps so that students who are transitioning can also take control of their own health, so they don't have to have somebody telling them when to exercise, what they should be eating. They can download an app that will help them remember to do those kind of things. And transitioning students can also learn to make their own visual schedules. So that can be a low tech way for them to have some assistive technology is if they've learned how to print out their own pictures, or they can have somebody else print out some pictures, or they can even draw their own visual schedule so that they have something that they can look at and reference as they go throughout their day, and try to be a little bit more independent with their self-motivation and independent living skills. So these are the references that I use to find some of these assistive technology devices, and to kind of just read up about how these supports can help with executive functioning and things like that. So thank you for listening. Have a great day.